Hi, I'm Mohammed and I will talk about student self-service system. First of all, introduction. The purpose of the project need for a student self-service system for enrollment, registration and payment at Dublin City University. University collaborate with XAZ Bank for integrated financial services, and students can have use their card as ID or ATM card. The system could be accessed with PC or ATM. The system is like this in general terms. To briefly, student management model is responsible for managing student information. It includes features for enrollment and creation of student accounts. The student must have an account in order to be able to do something in system, and this model interacts with the account management model. Account management model is used to log into the account. It allows to integrate the account with the bank and view the account details. Most importantly, it distinguishes between student and professors by verifying user. This module interacts with the all modules because in order to do all this, he must be logged into the account. And this module allows to students to declare their major minor section, implying a list of required and optional courses. It interacts with the account management module and course management module. There is bidirectional interaction here because any change to module any change to major module updates the account management module. So there is bidirectional interaction. Course management module is responsible for handling course registration, course information, and dropping a course. Course registration module checks if the student meets the prerequisites and if the registration period for the course is open. And this model interacts with the account management model, course management model. It's also contained, and payment model. Payment model is responsible for managing the payment for the courses. It interacts with the XAZ bank for transaction and if if prior courses have been paid for before a new registration. Transcript management module manages the transcripts of the students. It shows the courses a student has taken, the quarter in which they took them, their payment status and their grades. But if the course is paid for, of course, this module interacts with the account management module and grade submission module because this module must have a grade entry. This module allows grade module I'm talking about. This module allows professors to submit grades for the courses. The grades can be viewed by the student in the transcript management module once the course is paid for. When I showed the diagram to my friends, they told me to add account management system. At first there was only a student management module. However, they told me to add an account management module, this module. Thus, account details could be easily followed, and most importantly, professor-student distinct could be made with user authentication. They also suggest course registration module combined with the course management module. I also made the course registration module separately. Instead, they told me to create a course management module. In this way, the course would be easier to follow. Here is the module. I added the course registration and course drop modules into it. They also recommend that I should add the check functions. Finally, they told me to draw some interactions bidirectionally. I draw a one-way interaction for all modules, but they said that is not true. For example, when going to when going from the course registration module to payment module, the course payment can be made. However, when going to payment module to course registration module, an update is required for the paid course. Therefore, I update some modules bidirectional interactions. Finally, there are some use cases here. Actually, I mentioned most of them in the block diagram on the previous slide, this slide. For example, here the student cannot see his grades if he is not paid. That's why I specified it with include. But the reason why I specify the prerequisites with extent, for, for example, in the course registration, is that's optional. In addition, the administrator actor here, administrator of the system is also an actor and can maintain the system. This is the use cases, and that's all I have to say. Thanks for the listening.